everyone. Right, okay, so I've been asked to do a tutorial on how I did the mixed media on my laptop, but I don't have another laptop to show you on. I could do another project and do the same sort of effect, and I will do that another day. But today I thought I would do a walkthrough on the laptop that I have done. You'll see, this is it, my laptop, and the mixed media effect that I've done on it. There. Okay, so I'm just filming this off my phone, so if it's a bit wobbly I do apologise. Okay, so start to finish, what I did was I have textured paste. So I've been using the Liquitex modelling paste, the unflexible one, to give texture. So what I did was I didn't put anything else down. I just put the textured paste straight onto the laptop, onto the hood of the laptop, and just sort of smeared it all on, and taking care not to obviously go over anything that shouldn't be blocked, or any kind of switches or anything like that. And then when the paste was still wet, I added embellishments. So these are like little paper flowers that I had made myself. In fact, I have I'm sure there's tutorials on this type of thing, just made out of paper and then stuck down. So that's what these type of things were. And then little paper flowers from places like Wild Orchid Crafts. These flowers here are like leather type flowers, leather kind of material, and that was from Claire's Accessories, you know, the shop that does hair things and that, mainly for children, but hair accessories and that kind of thing. So that's where I got these from, in a sale. I've added little springs, and that was a key. It was one of those chipboard keys that you can get from Hobbycraft. Little beads. I've got some bottle tops there and little charms in there. These were earrings. You know, you can use anything when it comes to mixed media. Little paper flowers, little leaves. Again, a little sort of can pull. Got a little cameo in there. Yes, so you get the idea. This was a little butterfly. Well, it's quite large actually. It's a sort of fabric. It was all glittery and everything, and that was a butterfly that I'd got again from one of these decorating places, you know, like a home shop, a homeware shop that has decorators. You can put these up on the wall and things. So I had bought some in a sale and thought, well, I'll use them in a project. Now this is a foam flower. It's a rose, a single rose. It was pink, I think, or cream or something. If I stand this up, you can see. I mean, and it's kind of foam one. Again, with the leaves. This was a wooden letter H for Heather, of course. And again, little sort of paper flowers, and this was a metal trim. I mean, you can put anything on. This was a fabric flower that I had sort of cut in half, kind of like this kind of material, and cut in half but a different shape. That's what that was. Yeah. So when the textured paste was still wet, that's when I added all these embellishments, because as the paste dries it just seems to adhere all these embellishments to it. I mean, they're just not coming off. they're stuck solid. And so that was that. So once that was done, and if you're watching this, then I'm sure I've got photos, so I'm bound to try and put these in. This is the first kind of walkthrough that I've done, where I've had to try and edit the thing myself. So hopefully it's going to look all right when you know, by the time you're seeing it. So once I had all the embellishments on, I then covered the whole thing in white acrylic paint or white gesso. It's really a preference, you know. I did it in white because with all these things, they're all different colours, and I didn't want any of the colours shining through. I just wanted it to be a sort of blank canvas to work with. And so this is where I covered the whole thing in white and to take away any colour, so I had a sort of blank canvas to work on. Once that was dry, I then went over the whole project again in black acrylic paint, and I didn't want any colour, so I just had the whole thing covered in black. And me being as pernickety as I can be, I didn't want to see any white or any colour that I might have missed, so it took me a little while, and I just covered the whole thing in black and getting into every sort of little nook and cranny. So I did that. Once that was dry, I only wanted to use certain colours, so I used purple acrylic paint, I used blue acrylic paint, and I used a red, like a deep red acrylic paint. And I chose certain items on the project to colour. So this one here I did in the red, that's purple, and there's, that's blue and purple, and that's red, and I did the rose in red. I did green for the leaves. Again, you can see some blue, and that was done in a purple. And I knew all the time that I was going to be muting all the colours down. It wasn't going to be a very vibrant thing. I just wanted it to be a project and for it to look very frosted. So once I had the colour on it, so it's basically all black, and certain things were either blue, purple, red, green on there. I then took silver metallic acrylic paint, and I dry brushed over the whole thing. Just dry brushed over the whole thing so it would catch, just lightly, so it would catch any detail in the texture, any detail in any of the, you know, any of the raised things, you know, any of the embellishments. And the silver caught that, and I think it gave it a very pewter-like effect. I don't know if it's coming up very well on this phone, but it gave it a very pewter effect. And then from there, because I wanted a very frosted look, I then got a sponge and lightly dabbed it into gesso, white gesso, and, you know, taking most of it off, and then literally just sponging it on and trying to catch any of the edging. I don't think that's focusing properly. Any of the edging and the detail, just to sort of give it more of a frosted, cold, snowy kind of look. Winter's my favourite time of the year, so I tend to like anything that looks like it's snow on it, you know, like trees and things. So that's what I did, and then that's it. Really, once it was all dry, and I stopped when I had the effect that I was looking for. I've worked on projects before where I've sort of think, oh, I'll try and do this and I'll try and do that, and then I've messed the whole thing up. Now on this project, like I said, I wanted to go for a frosted look, but I mean you can stop at any point where when you're done with what you're trying to do, when you get the effect that you're looking for. And you know, it's all about just trying different things, and it's not always going to work out, but sometimes the mistakes give you the most beautiful pieces, and it turns out completely different to what you thought it was gonna. But I'm really pleased with the way this turned out, and there it is. Now this isn't the type of thing that would be great for people that carry their laptops around all the time. You know, if it's going to get bashed and things, you're going to find things flaking off. In fact, I'm sure, yeah, you see just down here, some of the paint's come off the leaf that, where I've kind of caught it and it's constantly bending. So I'll fix that up. But I don't travel with my laptop, it's just sitting at home. And so I'm quite happy with my project here. So I'm glad you like it. Like I said, I will try and do a tutorial on the same effect, and you'll see a start to finish thing. But I have to say, there is lots of lovely crafters out there on YouTube that do tutorials on mixed media, and I'm sure that the way I've explained it, you'll find somebody that's doing the same kind of thing out there. So have a look. But I will try and get a tutorial up, and maybe do one of my journals or something, and I'll do the same process, and so you can see it much better. So that's it. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions at all, please just put them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them as best I can. I realise I'm not the best at trying to explain this kind of thing, so I'm pretty much new to it. I've not been doing this for very long. Just love the mixed media style, and so I've got a few ideas inspired by some of the crafters on YouTube already, and off I went, and this is what I came up with. So I hope you like it, and I will see you again. Bye.